Hi. Hi, everyone. Good evening. Good morning. I always have to remember that. Good afternoon. Um, good morning. Good afternoon. Good evening, wherever you are, all over the world. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you. Thank you for those who are still coming online. I'm looking forward to having you with me today. Thank you. Exciting episode we've got today. Yeah. All right. I first things first. I need to apologize for being AWOL the last 2 weeks. Last week was Mother's Day, and I thought that it was just right that I spent time with my own family, with my children, with my husband. And yeah, that was a really nice experience. So thank you. I hope you had a great time. Your family doing Mother's Day. I hope you had fun. I did. I really, really did. So today we are talking about the power of the family unit. Isn't that just going to be exciting? It will be. So let me quickly type that and put that on. Okay. So today I'm going to be extremely vulnerable. Ooh, I'm looking forward to today. I really am looking forward to today. So how have you been though? For those who are right now online, how have you been? How's your family doing? What's going on with you? How is life treating you? I hope you're well. I'm good. I'm very good. All right, let's jump right into it. I don't want to take your time. If you don't know me, my name is Bolanle Enang. I am a family life enthusiast. Very excited about family life. Family life is a big thing for me. In fact, for me, I always say now that it's one of my callings. It's one of those things that I really, really believe that God has called me to do. And it is to observe, to look around, to find out what are those things that we can do to make our family stronger, better, nicer. Nicer, I know. Nice doesn't. Sometimes you're like a nice family. Maybe we're nice to other people, but what about to the people that live in our houses? Yes. Hi, Auntie. Lovely to see you, Stacey Ghana. Thank you for being here. Right. So that's what I do. I go around, I study, 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 I read, I observe. I find out around me what are those things that people are doing that make their family life, better. And so, oh, I like that. Thank you. Jill says that you're doing well. Very good. Thank you, thank you, thank you so much for your reply. Let's jump. So a family unit. I remember the first time I had it. Well, I got a definition of what a family unit is. It was quite interesting to me. I thought it was a beautiful definition. I didn't know that it would define a part of my life. That the family is the smallest unit of society. Think about that. So the reflection of your society, of the society, is your family. What happens in your home is a direct reflection of what happens in society. Just think about how huge that is. That's a huge responsibility, isn't it? The power of the family unit. I think that a lot of times, so let's start with the honeymoon part of things. When, for example, you want to establish a family, maybe you fall in love with someone, you think that, oh, I'd love to spend the rest of my life with this person, and then you get married. And then you're like, oh, it would be nice to have children. I remember when I couldn't fall pregnant, and one of the biggest things I really wanted was I wanted to know what my children would look like. You know, Bella is like that. I wanted to see, I'm like, what would the combination of my husband and I look like? Very interesting, right? And so that was one of my prayers. Lord, I really want to have children because I want to see what my kids would look like. It's a bit flimsy, but it's true. However, as my life carried on, I just realized that family life is not something that we take for granted. A lot of people are there wanting children, don't have children, or wanting to marry, don't have um, spouses. And some people have even lost their parents. So when I talk about the family units, I'm not just talking about husband and wife. I'm not talking about whether you're a single parent or a married um, person. I'm also talking about that family, like you and your parents, you and your siblings. There is power in a family unit. It is a reflection of society. And so you and I have a responsibility. If you look around and you think, oh, society is not what it should be, well, what's your family like? That's where it starts from. So today, I'd like to talk about not just the power of the family unit, but the power of your family origin, where you come from. So you're going to do a bit of exercise with me today, and we're going to go on a journey. I love trips, hey? Do you? I like going on trips. Today we're going to have a journey, just a small journey. I want you to reflect. Hi, thank you for joining, Falafire. I want you to reflect on your childhood. If you can be vulnerable, please, I would appreciate that. We're in this together. I'm your family friend. What was your family? What was your childhood like? I suspect that many people on this call are going to already be in their 20s, their 30s, their 40s, their 50s. We've got people in their 60s. It's always such a pleasure. 70s. But I want you to go back to your childhood, 0 to 10. What was your family like? What did you enjoy the most? If you can type it, that would be beautiful. What did you enjoy the most in your family life? For me, it was fun. I loved playing. And I love the fact that I was allowed to go out and play whenever I wanted to. So what was it for you? What do you remember about your childhood? Come, let's talk. Let's talk. Let's talk about this. I'm loving, liking, waving. What did you enjoy? So I enjoyed playing a lot. And I still play. I'm a children and youth pastor. And today in church, I was still jumping and like, you have so much energy. I'm like, I know, all my 42 years, I still enjoy jumping around and playing. I started doing that as a child. But what was it like for you? What did you like to? So if you can write that down somewhere, playing 10 10. I know, right? I enjoy that one too. Hi, Funke, playing 10 with her childhood friends. That was epic. How many people played 10? I did, what do they call it now? No, it's not hopscotch. Hopscotch is what we call in Nigeria suwe. Hopscotch. That was fun. I see on Instagram we played a lot. Christmas gifts every year. I saw an interesting one. I loved the quiet. Wow. I hear you on that one. You love the quiet. You played a lot. Okay. Nice. Christmas gifts every year. I know. Nowadays, everybody, but I get more Christmas gifts now, I must say, than I got as a child, I think. Yeah. Anyway. The Christmas gift, playing 10. Somebody says that she loves the choir. Another person's jail says playing in the rain. Fantastic. Okay. I like this. I love this answer. Okay. Let's now go to another exercise. Thank you. You guys are sports. You're amazing. Well done. Now I want you to think back. Now be honest. What didn't you like about your childhood? Is there anything you didn't like? You won't believe. Did you ever say things like, oh, I see another one here. Road trips to the grannies. I know. Well, we went to my village. I'm from Bogon in Oyo State. That's the southwestern part of Nigeria. For those who are non-Nigerians, that was very nice too. We went once or twice to our village. It was different. I enjoyed that one. Okay, so what didn't you like about your childhood? Just tell me. Is there anything you didn't like? Thank you, Molola, for joining. Lovely to see you. Hi, praise and blessing. Thank you. Thank you for being here. So the first question I asked people, and both on Instagram and on YouTube, I'm already seeing beautiful answers. I asked, what are the things that you enjoyed about your child? Think of 0 to 10. Well, you didn't know what happened at 0, but your childhood. Some people said playing 10 with their friends, playing in the rain. Some people said road trip to their grandparents and things like that. What didn't you like? Personally, I wanted to grow up. How many people ever felt that way? They're like, I can't wait to grow up. I'll be able to make my own decisions. Nobody's going to, I have my own money. I just felt I just felt, I loved that whole I wanted to be big on time. Now, I don't know, maybe I missed the phase of my life because I just want to play. Okay, Falafa is answering us. Thank you. Your sports, hey? Thanks on Instagram and on YouTube. She says, not getting foreign trips a lot. Well, I got no foreign trips, so you got maybe one or two. Well done to your parents on that one. But I hear you. I hear you on that one. So for me, I just wanted to grow up. I wanted to be able to make my own decisions, and I don't know why. That was what I wanted. So anybody else wants to share? What is it that you didn't enjoy? Of course, you all know. Yeah, we had family challenges, but hey, big deal. Yes, let's put up this one. Felt her family wasn't complete, because her mom wasn't there. Yeah, she missed. Okay. I shall not reveal people's identities. Okay. Olafaya said she didn't like being skinny enough and all the teasings. Were you big? Okay. So that was body matters, right? And then someone else is saying here, her momsy was too strict. I love all your answers. You're making today's episode exciting. Your mom was too strict. Okay. And then someone sadly says that the family wasn't complete because she missed having her mom there. Of course, that's also my story. I really wanted my mom. Okay. Anybody else wants to share? Because I have a next exercise I like you to do before I then I love this. The next thing I want you to answer, when you were now, let's say, as a teenager, now going into maybe your 20s and you were going to get married, or let's say you're not even married. So whether you're on this call, you're not married, this would also apply, or you're married, or you have a family, or you don't have, whether you have children or you don't. Is there anything you, as a child, as a young person, you said to yourself, this is something that must happen in my home when I have my own family? Any goals or any dreams, anything you really, really wanted? I'm loving this conversation with you all. Is there anything? So for me, this is random. I wanted to have a beautiful house, but yeah, I was always that old soul. But the kind of house I wanted to have a home that would be classy, but I couldn't for the life of me find what I wanted, like a living room or a house that I wanted. And then I wanted my toilets to just be beautiful. Can I give you a secret? Every time I go to people's homes, if I go to visit your home, I must visit your toilet. I love bathrooms, and I can tell you why. Oh, I like bathrooms because it was my quiet space. I just enjoy sitting in a bathroom and a toilet that's clean and I can think. And I used to read a lot in my bathroom growing up. And now I still do it. Every morning when my family is gone, I spend about 30 minutes in my sitting room, my bathroom, just sitting down and reflect. Weird, but I started that as a child. So, is there anything that you ever dreamt of doing as a child or as a young adult? Something like, my family, for example, my family must travel once a year, that kind of thing. Or my family, we must eat together, or we must go on trips together, that kind of. Is there anything? I really want you to please engage. Hi, Falakemi, thanks for joining us. Is there anything? The reason why I'm asking these questions, okay, somebody says she also reads in the bathroom. I love reading in the bathroom. By the way, that's my older sister. You see, we've got a lot of things in common. I enjoy reading in the bathroom. Is there anything that you like doing and that you still do? The reason why I'm asking all of those questions is this: many times, right? The things that we did as children still inform the things that we do as adults. Our families of origin have very, very strong influence on what we do in our home. I want you to remember that. Okay, let's put this. Someone says, I literally call my bathroom the library. I know, right? That's my space of thinking. If you think about it, you probably started some of these habits as a child. So, today, your family unit, think about it as like a laboratory. That is where society is being formed. Your home, who you have become today. Can I tell you, who you have become today is a huge reflection of what you were as a child. I really want you to think about that. Your father, your mother, your grandparents, all the people around you formed you consciously or unconsciously. There is power in the family unit. Many people say, I want to change the world. Guess where it starts? In your home. And one of the effective ways of changing the world is changing one thing in your home. Maybe there's something you're not happy about. There's something that you think, we can do better here. That is the one thing you can do that can change your home and subsequently change the world. There's a lot of talk around purpose, power of, doing things differently, power of purpose, calling. If you look at your home as a laboratory where a wonderful young man can be raised, an amazing, strong young woman can be raised, where a husband is happy and excited, where a wife is thriving and doing all that she can do to be all that God has made her to be. If you look at your home as that place where your neighbor just sees another human being that is such a blessing to him or her, if you look at your home like that, I'm telling you, your family like that, you'd be shocked at what you can do to the world and in the world. So the family unit is a very strong thing. I don't want you to look at it as, big deal. The family is huge. So today, you've thought about your own childhood. You've thought about like your 20s, your 30s, and wherever you are right now in your stage in life. I want you to think, what is one thing that I would like to change today that can, number one, make my home a richer place to be in, a happier place to be in? What is the one? So I was talking with a group of my friends. I've got two friends. I've got a lot of friends, but I have these two particular friends that we're in a group with together, and we talk a lot. And we're talking about marriages. We're talking about there's this public figure, a couple in Nigeria, and the way the wife just celebrates her husband year in year out on on his birthday, and how it seems like they're trying to outdo each other in a good way in terms of celebration. And my friends and I, there was a bit of wistful, oh gosh, how I wish that was like that. I began to think about this. This is about intentionality. Hi, Felicia. This is about being intentional. You see, that family, they have decided that we're going to outdo each other in loving ourselves. And I know that not every relationship is grand and is beautiful, but you can be the person that changes what goes on in your own family today because the family unit is powerful. It is powerful. Think about it. You were formed by society, but the family unit is the smallest part of the microcosm of society. Have you heard me say before that the family, the society is as strong as its weakest family. So if you're part of a family and there's domestic violence, there is sexual violations, there is aggression, there is shaming, there is pain. What do you think will happen in our society? The very same shaming, pain, violated people. Let's flip that around. If you're in a family that is loving, that is godly, that is a place where people can grow and have their potentials developed, what do you think will happen to our society? Exactly. So, moms and dads, today, I want to challenge you. I want you to think about it again. In your home, what is prevailing? Do you know how strong you are? Research tells us that parents have the greatest influence over the lives of their children. Parents do. These are studies. So when your home is exposed to the right atmosphere, when your home is exposed to the right words and exposed to the right conversations and values, can I tell you what happens? You are contributing to society. Their families, when children are born, baseline, they're almost the same. And I say almost the same because whatever happens to mommy already affects the fetus. So a child's emotional state, mental state, by virtue of the nutrition that mommy eats, what she eats, how she eats when she's pregnant, already affects that child. So there are many things that we can already do before a child is born. So let's just say all is well and children are born equally. You know that the environment that that child is raised in determines whether that child will succeed or fail in life. You have power in your hands, moms and dads. And the fact that things are not going the way you want them to today doesn't mean you can't change this narrative. Let's change the narrative. Look, when I found out that I didn't even know what to do with parenting, I started asking questions. Okay, yes, today I've got a master's degree in things that are related to children. But 10 years ago, when I had my first child, there was nothing like that in my life. I needed to find out. And guess what? Today, I am still at things like this night. I still said to my kids, guys, I am tired of ABCD. It doesn't mean we get it all together at once. But you don't give up. You keep learning. Things like I've got books. I'm always finding books and trying to do courses, trying to learn. Okay, so I'm showing off. But I'm just trying to make a point. Make the effort. Change one thing. So, last point. You want to raise children that are responsible, give them chores and follow through with the chores. Allow them to be part of the ecosystem of how things work well in your family or not. You want to raise boys that are gentlemen? Start raising him to be a gentleman with you. You want to raise girls that are confident? Start harnessing, finding the things that your child is good at and pumping it there. My sister is on the call, but she's one of those people I really value what she does with her children. So she finds what they're good at and then she goes for it. Nobody said it would be easy. But you know what? Sometimes we only have until 18 years old to do this thing. When they're gone to college or varsity, they're pretty much made. Can I shock you further? By the time a child is 7, their personality is nearly fully formed. By the time a child is 10, their personality is almost fully there. There. I want to encourage, if you have little children, young children, pour into them now. So go away from this episode today, and I want to give you an exercise. Is that okay? Ask your questions, please, if you have any. This is the exercise. Write the one thing you want to see in your family. One, and start working towards it. So, for example, I want a family that is peaceful. Then don't nag. Start working on how you yell. Do you see what I'm saying? So I'm not just asking you to write down something and then that's it. Faith without works is dead. So I want you to leave this episode today and say, okay, I want a clean home. All right. I want a peaceful atmosphere. Okay. I'm going to I'm going to make each child have their own chores. And this is what a child would do. I can tell you, you see, let's quickly sit on this chores thing for 1 second. I remember growing up and my parents, well, my mom, my dad, and his relatives that we lived with would give all of us chores. And you started doing your chores, you finished doing your stuff, and it just created this sense of achievement and accomplishment in you. You just felt that, no, I've done something. And can I tell you, it built confidence in me. For me, I was very much involved in church. So all the speaking, the singing, the dancing, can I tell you today, my 9 to 5 job is to help children sing and dance and run around in church. That's part of what I do. So don't think that what you're doing or how you're working with your children is not important. It is so important. If you want to say, I want to build responsible children, write chores, follow through with it. All right. So that's your task for this week. Go and decide what is it that I want to take from my family of origin. So today is about the strength of the family of origin that I want to bring into my current family. And on our next episode, I won't give it away, but it's gonna be fun. Oh, even be deeper than this. So thank you very much for being here. Remember, you can change society by investing in your family. The family unit is massive. The influence of family unit is big. I got real statistics, but that's not what I want to do today. I just want to encourage you to keep going. Remember, your family is to be enjoyed and not endured. And when you make the investment, one day you'll be glad that you did. I love you. Keep going. I heard it's International Family Day. So happy Family Day to all of us. Enjoy the rest of your day and have fun. Thank you so much for being here. God bless you. Thank you.